Okay, it's 3 o'clock. Let's call this meeting to order. Number 2, committee or public comments. Okay, moving to 3, unanticipated use claim.
We'll go into more detail at the board meeting, but essentially, and I believe you received a letter from this customer along with the rest of the board. Essentially what it was, there was a leak that developed in February. It was notified. No action was taken to repair the leak until July. There's a lot more information that goes into this, obviously, but an unanticipated use claim was filed, and based on the fact that the policy requires that a customer take action to remediate the leak in a reasonable amount of time, the claim was denied. As I said, there's more information. I think some of it may be in the packet that you have in front of you, but we'll go into more depth on Monday night, and I believe the customer will be here. As far as has he been notified?
Yeah. As far as we know, we let them know when it was and that it would be on the agenda.
Okay.
And
So we're just going to place it on the agenda for the board to look at. Okay, that's on hold. Okay, item 4. Association of California Water Agencies President and Vice President election.
And in your little packet here, Lawrence provides you with the qualifications that or resumes of the candidates that are running. So at Mallory, at the last, the October board meeting, the board designated Mallory to vote at the Aqua Conference next month.
Yes.
So we'd be looking for direction from the board on how to cast that vote.
Okay, so did we only get from the 3? Okay. So we'll just bring these all to Mallory and discuss these all at the board meeting also. I really don't have a recommendation
Just
on one.
Pamela Tobin is currently serving as the vice president, for what it's worth. And I believe Aqua is endorsing Kathy Green. Yeah. So if that factors into the board's decision.
I would say just let's take it to the board and let them make the decision,
Okay.
especially with only myself here today.
Okay.
Okay, item 5, discussion of Senate Bill 606 and AB 1668.
Okay, I do have a little bit of information to provide. During October 25th, Aqua Water Use Efficiency meeting on the outdoor standard, as well as the commercial, industrial, and institutional landscape standards, it was mentioned that the state intends to make recommendations by the middle of December. There is a Department of Water Resources workshop on both those standards scheduled for November 16th. I will not be here, but I've asked Renee to sit in on that call, and it's getting kind of close to the time that we're making decisions, so I don't, we don't want to miss these meetings.
Okay.
Aqua has expressed some concerns with some of the factors that DWR is using to establish the standards. For example, they propose a 0.7 evapotranspiration factor, which Aqua feels doesn't support healthy and existing landscapes, including trees. Also, DWR's assumption of an 80% irrigation efficiency, Aqua believes is neither feasible nor possible. Sprinklers, which are the most common method, are nowhere near that efficient. As you know, when you watch people watering their lawns with sprinklers, it's going all over onto the sidewalk, the street. So since they're the most common method, they're nowhere near 80% efficient. Aqua maintains this existing data, and research should support the outdoor standard, and what they're using doesn't support the standard. So there's still discussions going on about that. With regards to the indoor residential use standard, the original legislation calls for 55 gallons per capita per day starting in 2020, 52.5 gallons per day capita per day in 2025, and then 50 in 2030. Subsequent to that, there was AB 1434 was proposed, and that was reducing the targets to 48, 45, and 40 respectively. So the State Water Board and DWR have gotten together and they're proposing now 55, 47, and 42. So that's still up for discussion. The water use efficiency standards are scheduled to be established by July of 2022. That's all I have. As I said, there are ongoing meetings with aqua water use efficiency groups, and they're actively engaging with DWR on I think it's a quarterly basis, giving feedback to them. But again, there's a lot of concern about the outdoor standard and the factors that DWR is using. So we'll have to see how all that plays out.
Okay, and Renee will handle that meeting on the 16th, is that correct?
Yes, I've
Okay,
asked her.
perfect. Then hopefully we'll get an update on those.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to item 6, draft agenda for regular board meeting. I looked over, I did not see anything that was out of the ordinary. I'm glad that we did put item D on there for the wastewater arrearage program. I noticed that did go up. Yes, the delinquencies.
Yeah, I'll just note that item F3, there will be a presentation that Tim Parker and Dave Scriven have been collaborating on. We went through it this morning on a call with Tim and David, Chuck and Jim, and they're making a few changes, and we should have it. I told them we needed it by Friday afternoon to be in the board packet.
Good.
But it's they've done a lot of work and put together, I think, a real good presentation for the board.
Okay. All right, I see no other changes on there. It's kind of hard, but nobody else to ask. Okay, any future agenda items? Okay, then we will adjourn this meeting at 3:07.
Okay.